Hello little tree huggers. Good evening. Welcome back to Sleepy Squeaky's Forest Dreams. Tonight, let's feel with Sleepy Squeaky the ancient, protective bark of the great oak tree in the moonlit night. The moon, a soft, luminous pearl, cast its gentle light upon the sleeping forest, and the stars twinkled like tiny, steadfast friends. Sleepy Squeaky the squirrel was nestled deeply in the drey, the cozy nest held securely by the strong branches of the old oak. The night air was cool and still, and the leaves whispered softly. Sleepy Squeaky felt a profound sense of safety, and much of it came from the thick, sturdy bark of the tree that was home. The bark of the old oak was like a suit of armor, protecting the living heartwood of the tree. It was thick and deeply grooved, with long ridges and valleys that told the story of the tree's many years. In the moonlight, these textures were softened, the shadows in the grooves making the bark look even more mysterious and ancient. Sleepy Squeaky had often run tiny paws over this bark, feeling its roughness and its strength. Even inside the nest, Sleepy Squeaky was aware of the bark of the branches that formed the structure of the drey. It was a familiar, reassuring presence. The scent of the bark, a faint, dry, woody perfume, was part of the comforting aroma of home. This bark shielded the tree from the harsh sun of summer, the cold winds of winter, and the tiny insects that might try to burrow in. It was a constant, silent guardian. Sleepy Squeaky imagined the bark all the way down the massive trunk of the oak, right to where the roots met the earth. A continuous shield, strong and reliable. The little squirrel felt a deep appreciation for this protective bark. The moss often grew in the crevices of the bark, softening its appearance and adding to its beauty. The stillness of the night seemed to make the bark feel even more solid and dependable. There were no sudden movements, just the ancient, unyielding presence of the tree's protective layer. Sleepy Squeaky felt the slight texture of the bark on a small twig that poked into the nest and found it comforting. It was a tangible connection to the strength of the whole tree. A very deep, slow yawn made Sleepy Squeaky's little body relax completely. The thought of the strong, protective bark all around, from the roots to the highest branches, was incredibly reassuring. It created a feeling of impenetrable safety, allowing the little squirrel to let go of all alertness and drift towards sleep. The bark whispered, "You are safe here, all is well." What dreams would this ancient, protective bark inspire? Perhaps a dream of being a tiny explorer, mapping the intricate ridges and valleys of the bark, discovering secret mossy canyons and tiny lichen forests. Or a dream where the bark of the tree glowed with a soft, warm light from within, making the whole forest feel like a cozy, safe room. Or maybe a dream where Sleepy Squeaky helped weave a new layer of magical, sparkling bark onto the tree, making it even stronger and more beautiful. With the feeling of the oak tree's strong bark as a steadfast shield, Sleepy Squeaky's eyes finally closed. The little squirrel sank into a deep and peaceful slumber, enveloped in a sense of ultimate security. The nest, supported by bark-covered branches, was the safest haven imaginable. Throughout the night, as Sleepy Squeaky slept soundly, the bark of the old oak would continue its silent vigil. It would protect the tree from the night chill and the damp DW, standing firm against the darkness. The bark was a testament to the tree's resilience and its ability to provide shelter. When the first light of dawn touched the forest, the moonlight would fade from the bark, and the sun's warmth would begin to touch it. The intricate textures of the bark would become more visible, highlighted by the morning light. Sleepy Squeaky would awaken, feeling secure and well-rested. The familiar sight and thought of the tree's strong bark would be a comforting start to a new day of adventures. story's over, little one. Imagine you are surrounded by something strong and protective, keeping you safe and sound. May you feel completely secure as you drift off to sleep. Good night. Sleepy Squeaky is sending you bark-covered, sleepy wishes. If you love Sleepy Squeaky's adventures, remember to subscribe and like. What story would you like to hear tomorrow? Let us know in the comments below.